So it's 53 to 80. Oh my god, I don't know why I picked it on one, but I just want to be able to do one more video after this. I don't want to keep on doing level videos.
You mean bread and butterflies?
Oh yes, of course.
Today guys, I'm going to be doing backroom levels to... Okay, so it's 53 to 80. Oh my god, I don't know why I picked it on one, but I just want to be able to do one more video after this. I don't want to keep on doing level videos. I know it's fun. It is kind of fun. The editing is also fun, but I feel like actually recording it and having to explain it is not as fun. So I would rather get this wrapped up. So I'm going to go to 80. It's going to be a challenge, but yeah, I'll see how long I can last for. And yeah, so this is levels 53 to 80. I don't know why, but yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. So the first level is alone. This is level 53. Alone is kind of like a house, or I don't know, some type of house that you're in that has infinite rooms and you're just alone. There's no sound, I don't think. There's maybe entities, I don't know. But all I can say about this is that you're alone and there's basically nothing aside from furniture. There's, you know, there's basic furniture. There's, you know, rooms, you know, food, doors, basically anything you'd find in a house. So yeah, that's level 53. Level 54, we have spiral staircase. So what I can see from the images is that this is basically, like I said, a spiral staircase that you are trapped on, and I think it's dark. I don't know if it gets dark at a certain point of the stairs, but maybe. And the vibes I'm getting is kind of like that black and white horror. I don't know what it's called. If I can find it, I'll try and show you, but I mean, I doubt I can. But point is, I'm getting a certain vibe from it, from a certain movie, I think. And yeah, this is kind of just a spiral staircase that you're trapped on. In terms of entities, I don't know if there's entities, and if there was, I don't know how you would escape them. So yeah, I don't know. Level 55, we have mindless hills. So mindless hills is basically it's basically hills and it has houses on, and I think I've seen this in a video where someone tried to find locations or backrooms in real life, and he basically found this really cool looking hill that has houses, and it also has white gates. I'll show you a picture, and it's kind of iconic. There's certain levels that are iconic, and I think one of these are definitely iconic. So yeah, that is Mindless Hills. All I can say about it is that it's basically endless fields, you know, a road, signs, houses, gates. That's it. That's basically it. On this level, you will find entities such as facelings, I'm pretty sure, which are humans but with no face. I'm pretty sure that's the only creature you will find. But yeah, mindless fields. Level 56, we got suspended daycare. So this is basically abandoned daycare that's abandoned, has no one inside. Entities, I don't know what entities will come across, but it's literally just like I said, it's a daycare that's abandoned. So you've got all the normal stuff in a daycare, and yeah, so I mean, I don't really know what to say. It's probably dark. I think in terms of light, there might be some light, but I'm pretty sure there's none. And you basically have normal stuff. You have normal stuff like, I don't know, classrooms. There might be, you know, dining rooms. There might be, you know, restrooms, stuff like that. There's a lot of rooms that you can end up in this place, and point is, it's literally just an abandoned daycare, like I said. So yeah, that's level 56. Level 57, we have the art gallery, and I did see a level named Morbius Loop, which I kind of wish I put as this level, but whatever. So the art gallery is, like I said, an art gallery, and it's that self-explanatory. It's literally just an art gallery with infinite rooms and places and whatever, and there's paintings. I don't know what, I mean, I feel like you could probably find some food on here, maybe almond water, because that's obviously the only water that's in the back rooms. Entities, I don't know how there'd be entities. I mean, there obviously probably is. There's probably a lot of entities, but yeah. So, the art gallery. Level 58, we have the water slides. This is, like I said, kind of like a water park, but it's pitch black, I'm pretty sure. So it's a bit like level fun, or it's like the childhood memories level, but instead it's completely dark and you have a water park. It is kind of described as water slides, but it's dark. I don't know, that's all I can really say. I'll try and see if I can get some images of the actual water slides I'm looking at, but yeah, apart from that, it is basically just, like I said, a water slide that you can go down. There's water, obviously, because, you know, it's a water slide. And I don't know what you can find in here. I mean, there's obviously water slides, duh. I think you can also find maybe a pool. You could probably find stuff like, maybe there's facelins, like kid ones with paddling stuff on, I don't know, stuff like that. Yeah, water slide. What do I really say about this? I honestly don't know, so I'm just gonna go to the next level. Level 59. This is an interesting level because the name of this level is The Sins. Okay, so this level is titled The Sins of a Massive Mall. I kid you not, that's a real level name. The Sins of a Massive Mall. So, as I said in the last Backrooms video, mall is obviously how Americans say shopping centre, which I kind of like. I actually do like it, despite me being British. Despite me being British, I do like that name, word. I feel like that's a really good word for it, I feel like. So, yeah, it's titled The Sins of a Massive Mall, this level, which is 59. I don't know why it's called this, but I can only tell you that it is basically just a mall, and that, you know, it is kind of like, I think the shopping centre I could probably tell you it compares to in pitch black would be Galleria. I don't know if anyone's been to Galleria, but Galleria, there's a Burger King right near Galleria, but Galleria, I want to go there again, but point is, this mall, shopping centre, whatever you want to call it, whatever country you're from, however you say it, yeah, this shopping centre, although I feel like I should say mall because that's what it's titled as, I don't know, I'm going to say shopping centre. But yeah, so this is a shopping centre that's pitch black, a little bit like Galleria, I think. In my opinion, it's like Galleria. And yeah, you basically find, I think I've seen like checkered floors in the images. There's also stuff like shops, stores, you know, normal restrooms, restaurants probably. There's probably like markets, escalator, you know, basic stuff you would find in a mall or shopping centre. I'm just going to say shopping centre. And that's all I can tell you really. It's basically just Galleria in the Backrooms. Level 60 is titled The Innocent Ball Pit. So this level is, like I said, titled Innocent Ball Pit. So it's sponsored by the Innocent drinks. I'm joking, that's obviously not true. But is literally just a ball pit. That's basically it. I think it's like a ball pit that you'd get as a kid. And yeah, I mean, just like a normal soft play with a ball pit. I remember being in soft plays, and yeah, you do get a ball pit normally. And is it weird that I still like them? Okay, no. But yeah, so like I said, it's a ball pit. I think I've seen, I don't know if it's the same level, but I've seen some type of lost well, I've seen found footage of this place. I don't know if it's level fun or childhood memories that I saw, but it could be either one. But I saw in it like a party goer trying to chase someone in a ball pit, so honestly it could probably be the same level. I think it's also level fun, so I would assume this is just level fun and I've just renamed it. But all I can say is Innocent Ball Pit is called, and I think you will find party goers and party poopers in it because, you know, they like to try and kill people in that level. And also I will talk about party goers in whenever I do a video on the creatures. So yeah, anyway, let's get on to the next level. Level 61, we have floating skyscrapers. It's literally what I said. It's from the images, I'm literally just seeing like a misty, foggy looking city with giant tall skyscrapers. I don't actually see the ground, so I would assume maybe it is just a city where you don't actually see the ground, but you only see skyscrapers. So I don't know. I don't really know what this is. I think it's like level 11, as I don't know if anyone remembers, but there was a video of Backrooms where I said about level 11, and it's basically like the city. So I think this level is kind of similar, but there's like fog and it's massive tall skyscrapers. And in terms of entities, I feel like you'd get giant entities. I don't know, kind of like Trevor Henderson's monsters, you might get giant tall creatures like that, but apart from that, yeah, it's literally just floating skyscrapers in the mist, and that's all I can say about it. Level 62, we have the House of Silent Storms. That is the name of this level. It's, from what I can see from the images, it is literally just an abandoned house that you're trapped in or that you come across, and it's like a green wasteland type of area. I feel like everything's dead, everything's abandoned. It's a creepy looking abandoned house. And that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say, so yeah, that's all I got. So level 63 is Tranquility. So this is, from what I can see, it's literally just clouds, so I would assume it's where you're stuck in a sky as a level, which is an interesting concept, I'll be honest. I mean, imagine being in the Backrooms and you teleport to a level that's just clouds. I mean, that's weird. It's a little bit like, it kind of reminds me of in Minecraft whenever you accidentally, I don't know if anyone has experienced this in Minecraft, but there's like a time when you can suddenly get trapped in the clouds and you can't move or you can't see anything and you don't really know what happened. That's kind of what it's like. So Tranquility, like I said, is clouds, nothing else, and somehow you can walk in it, maybe. I don't know if you're just stuck or if you keep on falling and you have to somehow find a way to the next level, which I don't know how, but yeah, that's just level 63, so Tranquility. Level 64, we have Engulfed in Darkness. I don't actually know what this level is because all I can see is it's literally just kind of like level 6. But the only difference is that there's actual light. I'm pretty sure there's like certain light. It's also, it is just like a house. I feel like I don't know what to say aside from it's basically just level 6. So level 65, we have the Illuminated Pathways. This is a very creepy looking level. It's basically like abandoned, well, not abandoned, but it's literally a scary woods and basically like a really creepy forest at night maybe, or during the day, and it's got a lot of mist and it's got a red outline. So it's basically like red mist and it might be at night and it's very creepy. I'm sure you'll see the photos and you'll be like, yeah, I'm thankful I'm not there. And I can only describe it as that paradise level I talked about maybe last video of the Backrooms or whatever video I talked about the paradise level. It's kind of like that, in the sense that it's kind of like Slender Man's forest, but it's, you know, you're alone, it's a red, misty looking forest, and it's scary, and yeah, so that is level 65. Level 66 is kind of a tricky one, because I didn't really know what it was, because I looked it up, and there's a lot of images of what it can be and could be, so I've basically decided to go with the Sweet the Devil's Carnival. That is the name of a level. It's basically a abandoned carnival, and from the images I'm looking at, it kind of looks like Fort Park when I went, and I don't know, it looks like Fort Park a little bit, just a little bit, aside from there's no one around, and it's kind of old looking, and it's creepy looking, and yeah, so I would assume it's literally just like a normal theme park, and there's a carnival apparently. I've never been to a well, I don't know if carnival and carnival I don't know if carnival and carnival I don't know if a carnival and a circus is the same thing, but I've never been to a circus. I'd love to go, but all I can say is it's literally kind of like a theme park, circus, carnival type of thing. Although I do know that carnival can also mean theme park, so yeah, it is probably just like a normal theme park. And maybe a circus, I don't know. I think it is just a theme park, so kind of imagine Fort Park, but with no one in it, and it's abandoned and whatever. So that's basically what this level is. It's just scary version of Fort Park. Oh, to be fair though, Fort Park is already scary with the roller coasters. So yeah, that is level 66. Level 66, Sweet the Devil's Carnival. Level 67, we have a Forgotten Harbour. This is kind of like a docks, and I don't know if that's American, but if you don't know, docks is basically I think in England they call it harbour, and America they call it dock. I don't know, I actually don't know. I don't know if I'm right on that, but it's literally a harbour or a dock, as I said, which is kind of like water, but there's like planks and there's boats set up, and kind of like when you see boats in holidays, you know, the ones with the, I don't know, like the fins going up and ones that you can go on, it's kind of like that. And yeah, it's literally like a harbour that's abandoned. There's lots of boats. I don't actually know what you get in the boats. I think inside the boats there might be, I don't know, there might be stuff you can help to fight, there might be food, there might be all sorts of things, but it is, like I said, just a harbour that's abandoned. So level 68, we have the theatre. This is a theatre. Now to go on the next level, I'm joking. So in this theatre, you'll basically, I think it's mostly red. So it kind of reminds me of the theatre that we saw in that Torchwood episode with Rain in the title. The one where there's like clowns or whatever, and they do something. I think they put you in a movie. I don't know. There's a Torchwood episode, just never mind. So this is literally, like I said, a theatre, and it's red, and there's basically screens, lights, that maybe food, I don't know. And I have actually seen fan footage. I think I'll put it here if I can, but I think it is the same place, but I don't know. So yeah, that's level 68. Level 69, we have Roy's Hillebert's Hotel. Roy's Hillebert Hotel. So I don't know why this is a title of a Backrooms level, but from what I know, it is literally just a kind of like an outside area with some plants, houses, white houses with blue doors, and kind of like mountains in the background. I think there's also like pylon towers, and it's literally just like I said, it's abandoned. All levels are abandoned. You don't get anyone in the levels, and that's it. And I don't know what you find in these houses, but again, I think I found footage. I'm not going to put it in because I've already put 2 in. But all I can say is, yeah, it's basically just kind of like an outside bit. It also reminds me of this area in, I think, Van Hagues, where in Van Hagues they have this place where there's like houses on sale or something. And as a kid, I used to just run around there, hide in them. And yeah, it was just so fun being a kid at that time and just, you know, messing up kind of like houses on display. It was really fun. It was really fun. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. I mean, the only difference is that in Van Hague, they were all like wood, oak, you know, whatever wood there might be. Whereas this, they're maybe made out of concrete, I don't know. It's like white buildings, so I don't actually know. But like I said, it's houses in the middle of wherever, and it kind of looks like the floor kind of looks like stones or sand, I don't know, but that is level 69. Level 70, we have the infinite gardens. From what I can see, it's kind of like an underground inside garden that's kind of dark, but it has got some light, and it's growing roses. There's basically roses everywhere. You've got it kind of has like a structure inside. It's like a building, but it's an entire building with roses growing inside. I think there's also like tunnels that you can go through, which aren't dark, but they have roses on the ground, and it's kind of like infinite. So honestly, I think this level is really cool because it's got roses, and it kind of reminds me of that underground garden that Stampy made at the end of his series. Yeah, again, I should stop saying what it reminds me of because I'm here to explain the levels, but yeah, it is basically just a rose garden where you'll see lots of roses, and that's pretty much it. Level 71, we have the town of the Forgotten. This is, from what I can see, it's literally a abandoned house or building or rooms. I think it's rooms that just infinite and random at random times. Image I'm looking at right now is literally a pitch black bathroom. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about this. I think there's restaurants too, and yeah, level 71 is literally just the town of the Forgotten. Level 72, we have Blood Red Field. This is a field that has a pathway and a tree in the background, and it's really, 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 really foggy. It's like Alpha Minecraft foggy, and this is, all I can say is it's literally like a normal grassy land, but the grass is red. I don't know if there's blood. I would imagine there might be some blood type of entities, and maybe like wrenches. I don't know if you guys know what wrenches are, but if you do, then you know. And they could be in this level, but I'm pretty sure it is just a red blood, like a bloody looking field. So yeah, I think that's, yeah, I don't know if it's blood, but yeah, that's all I can say about this level. So level 73, I don't actually know the name of this. I only know images from it, and I've seen like one name from a completely different level, which is Red Zone. So I'm gonna put the name of a level. I'm gonna put the level as known as Red Zone, even though that's to do with a completely different level. But this level is basically kind of like a abandoned castle at night, and it's pitch black. You don't really get light in here, and it, like I said, it's pitch black. There's nighttime. It's kind of like a haunted castle, and yeah, it's kind of scary looking, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like one of those medieval castles you'd get, like dungeons. You got torture, maybe there might be some dead bodies. It's literally medieval times at night. It's abandoned castle, and yeah, and it reminds me of two things. One is the show that I used to watch. I don't know what it's called. I think it was on BBC or whatever it's called, and it was kind of like this, I think, like vampire show where there was like a father that was a vampire and son and whoever else, and it was like a castle they lived in, and it was night, and there was a lot of red in it. I don't actually remember, but that's what it reminds me of. And it also reminds me of the Entity Trap place in Sarah Jane Adventures, which I don't know if you guys have actually watched that, but if you see these pictures you might actually agree, but it looks very much like that. So yeah, it's a scary red abandoned haunted castle. So yeah, level 74 we have stage fright. All I can say is it's literally a stage. We've already talked about a theatre or stage. Yeah, it's just a stage. That's it. I'm gonna skip. So level 75 we have Indie Grace, I'm gonna say. So Indie Grace, from what I can see, is kind of like it's a little bit like a homeless area where homeless people would hang out, but it also kind of reminds me of India. I don't know why. It's probably like the colours of the building, but it is like a narrow, I think it's narrow. I don't know if there's actual space. I think it is. I think there's also like a flood, but it's kind of like those places that tribes hang out in, or what I could probably describe it as is kind of like, well yeah, it kind of just looks like kind of like buildings that tribes would have, and like narrow spaces and floods. Yeah, I'm gonna put pictures up, but that's all I can think of really. So yeah, that's Indie Grace. I'm gonna call it Indie Grace because I can't actually pronounce it. So yeah, 75 that level was. Level 76 we have claustrophobia. If you don't know what claustrophobia is, also just so you guys know, we have already talked about a level 7, I'm pretty sure it was, called phasmophobia. This one is claustrophobia. If you have no idea, if you live under a rock and you don't know what claustrophobia is, it's the fear of kind of like tight spaces. So this level is literally like a narrow kind of like grey wall, I think, and the floor is like white, and it's infinite, and that's it, I'm pretty sure. And I don't actually know if there's clamps. I think there might be clamps because it kind of feels like a level the clamps would hang out in. If you don't know what clamps are, they're basically a type of entity. I'll eventually talk about them, but they do like tight spaces. So claustrophobia kind of feels like a level clamps would hang out in. So I don't actually know how you'd get past them aside from trying to kill them. But yeah, that's claustrophobia. Claustrophobic people would not like claustrophobia as a level. I can tell you that right now. Level 77 we have abandoned the underground train. This is kind of where you're trapped on a train that's an underground train, and it definitely reminds me of the British ones that I don't know why I'm saying British, because to be honest they could be in any other country but my country, but I feel like they are mostly in my country in terms of the actual chairs. I don't know though, but it feels like one of those trains that I've had to, because I remember being on an underground train and once I had to hold on because there's a lot of people, and it is basically like the London underground trains you would normally get, and that's all I can say. It is literally, like I said, underground train. It even has the logo that you'd normally see on an underground train. So yeah, it's basically like the British underground trains that I go to, and I wonder if I'll go there again. I probably will, because I'll probably be going places and vlogging. So yeah, underground trains, that's it. Level 78 is known as Psychological Planet. Psychological Planet is, from what I can see, it's kind of like it kind of looks like an AI generated computer screen. It looks like one of those backgrounds you get on your computer when you load up. It's literally just like a grassy land with nothing in it aside from trees, maybe a house, a sun, and it's kind of like cartoonish, I feel like. But all I can say is, yeah, it is literally kind of like psychological looking. It looks like a simulation, looks like AI, it looks like just cartoon kind of. It is psychological planet, and that's all I can say. Level 79, we have the Dark Crypt. I don't know if I'm saying this right, Crypt. I don't know if it's cryptic, but I didn't see it say cryptic. It only said Crypt, so I'm going to say Crypt. So level 79 is the Dark Crypt. It is kind of like an ancient, abandoned, dark, old, maybe cobweb infested tunnel that's brown and dull looking, and I think, yes, you will find clamps in this level, possibly. It's one of those levels that you can have like a really scary looking abandoned tunnel in, and I'll show some pictures like I normally do. But I think in terms of entities, I think you might get smilers because there's a lot of dark areas. But yeah, it's just a scary, it's kind of like being trapped in a temple. I think that's what it is, because it looks like a temple. It kind of looks like where Tutankhamun was buried, if you know him, obviously ancient Egypt god that got killed or something. And I know that he got buried in like pyramids, or apparently not pyramids, but I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, it's kind of like what you would expect a temple to look like. It's literally like a temple you'd be trapped in, and it's dark. And yeah, I think I made a find the button level that's kind of looking like it. And yeah, it's a Dark Crypt, whatever that means, scary ancient tunnel, temple. I'll just call it a temple because that is kind of what it is. So yeah, level 80 is known as the city. I don't actually know if it's called the city, but I've sort of named it the city just because that's what I can find. It's from the screenshot I can see kind of like houses and buildings, skyscrapers at night, and there's like a picture of a horse for some reason. I think there might just be scary entities that will basically just scare you or something. It is literally just a scary set of skyscrapers, and I'd assume you're trapped on one. And it kind of reminds me of that video that Slenderman was caught, like that spider looking creature climbing up buildings. It's kind of like that, and you're trapped on a city. And that's basically what I can think of when I think of this level. It is literally just it's got a lot of green. I think the whole place is green, although it does kind of look like in the images that it's from one of those cameras that have like a green lens, and that's why it looks green. Could be green, I don't know, but it's kind of like one of those haunted skyscrapers and whatever places. All I can say is it is literally just a skyscraper at night, and I would assume you're trapped in one, and there's probably scary entities, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, anyway, that was my video of the Backrooms level 53 to 80. Oh my god, that actually hurt me. That hurt me mentally, having to go over every level I was talking about today. But at least now, next video, I think I might be able to finish this level video. If not, that's actually really annoying. And yeah, that was a long video. I really hated that. I really did. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. The amount of work I've put into this. This is just me recording. The actual editing is going to be painful as hell. So hopefully you guys enjoy this as a video that I've done, because I really put work into these videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. Also, I will do lights next video, just because I don't know, I decided to do the dark video again, and I wanted to put my glasses on because I feel like I haven't done a Backrooms video with them on for a while, so I decided to do that. But yeah, Backrooms, I'll hopefully be able to finish the levels next video. And yeah, anyway, if you did like this Backrooms levels video, then subscribe, do the thing.
Make sure you go to his channel, subscribe, and do that there!
Have a legendary day. Go and watch the Backrooms videos, any videos. I would recommend you watch the found footage, because it's scary, but it's also fun, because it's like you can commentate over it and you can kind of strategize what you might think might happen. And point is the Backrooms is pretty fun. I feel like it's such a cool concept. But anyway, yeah, bye guys, have a legendary day, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, bye guys.